always kept a cup of water on her dresser, right? And dog knew that, right? So dog put bleach in her shit, right? Cause she would wake up in the middle of the night, drink water. I don't know how she realized he put bleach in the water, but nevertheless, and the motherfucker told me, you don't really love me, but he did, right? Like, no one that ever tried to harm you love you, bro. That's just the fact of the matter, right? You can't logically think he loves you. Yo, what's the deal? Welcome to What the Streets Need podcast. I'm Big Gorilla Co. This is my co-host Jay. What's the deal, bro?
What's that word, man?
Shit, man. Slow motion ready to get this new year going, man. Turn up, get them on there, you know.
Shit. Same here.
Oh, that Christmas or
it was straight. It's peaceful as fuck. So, that's always a big priority on my list.
You need to come this way, son.
I can't complain. I can't go.
Yeah.
Maybe playing it at all.
All right. Yeah. All right. But what's your outlook on domestic violence towards women?
Great question. I had to say my outlook on domestic violence against women, assuming we talking about a girlfriend or a significant other, things about that. It's in most cases, it's fucked up. Like, I don't really care like how tall a woman is or how much she go to the gym. Like 9 times out of 10, I want to say 10 out of 10 ain't nothing perfect though, but 9 times out of 10, a woman measured up against a man for real, just all off, the physical. It's a male is always gonna dominate that shit. To the fellas out there, I would say like, if you feel like it's getting, be mindful of it, because women can, it's like we push you in the corners or push your button if y'all been together long enough, things of that nature. I would say be mindful about the energy, you know what I'm saying, you got around you, you know what I'm saying, but if it come to that, you know what I'm saying, it get the fuck on for real, like that shit, man, never, like if you from like Michigan or any states like here, like it is here, it's not gonna work out in your favor at all, you know what I'm saying, it's literally not worth it, and at the end of the day, the women you the only loser for real, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You and your kids the only loser for real. It ain't gonna solve shit for real. You know what I mean? I don't, that shit is this, we all tussled and shit, earlier years and shit, just becoming an adult. We come from that, getting older and shit, a lot of times, people express their feelings in different ways, but once you get to be grown and shit, yeah, you want to cut that shit out, bro. Shit, as far as these women too, I've been a part of situations where, I could get a person out of my space, and then, many different women, not just one, many different women. A lot of times, they don't, they don't want to come out of your space, and they want to push you into certain situations. That's how I know women push you in the corner sometimes. Especially if you ain't got no kids, bro. Leave that situation alone, man. These women, they are tenacious sometimes when they want what they want, but just ain't nothing really shameful about it, bro. If you gotta, if you gotta get a PPO or I'm saying you gotta do whatever to keep a person, straight in order, whatever, keep a person out your space, you feel what I'm saying, do that, bro, because these judges and shit, they don't want to hear shit. These people families, they don't want to hear shit about how a person is. Everybody gonna blame you, bro, so you feel me? And if you just naturally got that in you, that's crazy. I don't know what that feels like. If you got any reservations about it, I'm here to tell you that shit ain't where it's at all. Like, I ain't never even been a part of a situation like that, but just how other shit go in life, you feel what I'm saying, that other people in other situations, how quickly shit escalate, yeah, man. And then, like I say, I try to keep it even keel, you know what I mean? Like when it comes to winning this shit, you know what I mean? That's why it's so important. Like, if you're gonna be with somebody, to be with somebody that you respect more than anything. Even if you fall out of love with them, even if you fall out of love with them, you want somebody else, whatever it is you got going on, if it's leading down the road to where you don't respect that man, then get out of his space because that man got family, that man got kids, you feel what I'm saying? And a lot of time y'all be knowing what y'all doing, but as men, we ain't smart enough to realize what's going on around us as fast as it's going on around us. Now we like that, we like, damn, how we get here? Shit just escalated, and the law gonna do what it's gonna do. So yeah, just keep that shit the fuck up out your life. You're not gonna never win. That's my take on it.
Okay, that was kind of like a two-part question, right? What would you say to the ladies stuck in situations like that, or feel like that's love, right? Before you answer that, let me give you a scenario, right? I'm in this situation, right? You in a situation, the two parties tell each other about their life, what they had going on, what went on in their life. In general, break it.
You talking about when you first get with that person?
Right. It gives you know a person's status, right? Everything is pretty much talked about, right? So
Should be.
right. For the most part, right? For the most part, what motherfucker want to tell you, right? So this motherfucker told me she was dealing with this nigga, right? And she kept a cup of water on her dresser, right? And dog knew that, right? So dog put bleach in her shit, right? Cause she would wake up in the middle of the night, drink water, don't think nothing of it, right? I don't know how she realized he put bleach in the water, but nevertheless, she found out that he did, right? So me and her having a debate about this at one point, right? And the motherfucker told me, you don't really love me, but he did, right? Like, no one that ever tried to harm you love you, bro. That's just the fact of the matter, right?
But this female was telling you that he did love her, and you was telling her he don't.
No, yes, pretty much, but no, she was telling me that I don't love her, but she felt like that was real love, what he did, right? And I've never did anything to this motherfucker but give, my nigga, right? And but that goes into my next point, right? Ladies, you see, the thing is, right, for that man that you feel like love you, and he over there whooping on you every day, every other day, see, the thing is, that man definitely has has a mother, a grandmother, sisters, cousins, right? And the thing is, if any other woman in his life call him and tell him that they significant other is whooping on them, what that man going to do? He going to try to kill some, right? So how do you feel like that man love you if he whooping on you, but he ain't letting no other man whoop on the women in his life? Make that shit make sense to me, right? You can't logically think he loves you, bro. Cause for the ones that he loves, for someone putting their hands on them, he going to whoop on them. He going to handle his business as a man. You feel me? And for the women that got these baby daddies not in these kids' life at all, right? How do you expect that man to love you when he don't even love his own kid, right? How can someone love you and they don't love what they reproduce, right? What they made, make the shit make sense, man, y'all. So I don't know, but our women so fucked up, bro. And that shit just hit me. Talking to one of the homies the other day and shit, we had a conversation about that and shit, you feel me? And that shit just dawned on me, right? How do you expect that man to love you and he whooping on you, but he ain't allowing nobody to whoop on his women? You feel me? A lot of these men, bro, a lot of women, they respect their baby daddy more than their baby daddy respect them. Women, y'all gotta stop that. And man, we gotta do better respecting our women in general. You feel me? But a lot of these baby daddies, a lot of these niggas, bro, they keep it quite frank. These niggas that throw you and that kid in the lion's den to save himself. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You feel me? Hop in the comments, fellas, women. Give us your outlook on that. But women they tend to respect these niggas and care about their baby daddy Phyllis more than these niggas care about them. These niggas don't give a fuck about y'all. I'm gonna be the one to tell y'all for real. You feel me? That's my take on it, you know.
I feel it. Great points. Great points. Great points. I wanted to fast forward into a situation I've been thinking about this shit. Like, I don't know. I think I was talking to somebody about just life and shit. And Fight got talking about like how these niggas be getting married and shit. Be like, well, I ain't talking about like, because when you know, first in high school and college, you feel what I'm saying, 20s and shit like that. Like, you don't really know a whole lot, so you gonna make a whole lot of mistakes. You gonna make a whole lot of mistakes all through your life and shit. But like, when you fully grown, you know what I mean, and you done seen what's out here, and I mean, being single is cool, but just for a lifetime, you know what I mean. 90% of people just like if they had their way, if they had their choice, they probably wouldn't choose that. When you fully grown, you don't really understand that till you feel fully grown. But like, see, why you feel like these niggas be out here like wifing these bitches, but then like be out here playing it like, you feel me? Like they, big single for real. Like, I mean, it ain't cool to. I'm gonna let you get it, but it ain't cool to cheat when you in a relationship. More, it's kind of more understood. When you really look at it, you friends for real. Like it's still looked down upon in society, but you still like friends. But like that's one thing I always like made thing with myself. Like I would never mess with a married female, no matter how she look or how she at me or whatever. That's just something I'm not doing. And I ain't never been married, so obviously I ain't never done it. But yeah, how you feel about that? Why you feel like the guys be on that?
I mean, shit, just that mentality, you know what I'm saying? If she throwing, I'm catching. You feel me?
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't feel like it's no more than that for real. You gotta think, bro. Guys don't get nowhere as much attention as women, bro. Right? So it's hard for us to really just turn down shit, bro. I know it's sad to say, and I don't care what type of how you look, how tall, no matter what type of nigga you are, bro. The likelihood of women just approaching you, bro, is just like us as men. It's just like it's really slim to none, bro. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, if she throwing, I'm catching shit. Cause the nigga do it to me, and I hate being like that for my own morality.
So you saying no matter the situation, no matter her status, you taking that down?
Yes, cause the nigga do it to me if the opportunity presents itself. I hate that for my own mortality. You know what I'm saying, bro? It sucks.
No, but I love that for you because you honest with yourself.
Yeah, cause the nigga do it to me, and it's no more. It's just as simple as that. It's no more to it. It's nothing more than that. Like, if I was married and my wife throwing that motherfucker, you best believe, nigga, he Odell Beckham it. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, that's just what it is, bro. Like, nigga, it's a dog eat dog world, bro. But that's why I don't really, bro. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. You got any bitch I ever talked to in my life, nigga. Bro, cheating has never been an issue, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know how I look at it, bro? Rich nigga bitches cheat on them all the time. Who the fuck am I? You feel me? I'ma keep it a buck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just what it is. You feel me? Like, that's just how I look at it, bro. I hate being like that, bro, but I'm a product of my environment, bro. We products of our environment, my nigga. Nothing more, nothing less.
I feel it to an extent. I would say, I ain't gonna say slightly there. I'm different. Like my opinion on that is completely different. Just cause like I'm not a fan of like perpetuating cycles. If I had the choice, and right now it's a choice and not a necessity that I do that to somebody. You know what I mean? I try to look at things like that I try to give off shit like I want it back. You know what I mean? And ain't nothing to say that it won't happen. Yeah. And then the thing of it is that say y'all to put a bag together, and don't let y'all have no kids. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you really like, it's like, I saw if you took it there, you felt as if, you might eat a one, or, you got your own reasons, but that's what come to mind first to me is, that's how you looking at her. Okay, that's exclusive, right? So it's like, if you divorce, you know what I'm saying, you send your kids where they're missing is a hopeless state when it comes to men, especially black men. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking at so much of what I'm losing. Cause truth of the matter is, I heard a female say this shit the other day. She said, you gotta really be a fucked up bitch for a nigga to leave you, cause niggas don't never call it quits first. Feel me?
Yeah, facts.
So like, in that same sense, like, you gotta think of it in that sense. Yeah, you cheated, right? Y'all, whatever, you done bought gifts, you done busted her up, even more, you already got her going crazy. She might be, but I'll say you might feel like you got her back. All the time, she filing work paper, she motherfucker that, but sit down in the middle, all this kind of shit, like, bro, like, just from that standpoint, not even just like, biblically, you ain't supposed to do that shit, but it's like, ouch, you going to the cleaners, like, and ain't no telling if that same bitch gonna be around after all this fallout and all this kind of shit. Oh, in a nutshell, I personally would do everything on my part to stay out of it. If not for her, or myself, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's almost like the domestic violence situation. Like, woman gonna win in that situation, like we really gotta be mindful how much power these women got. All they got is their mind, bro. Against a man, all they got is their mind. So that's what they rely on. You feel what I'm saying? When it comes to being with a man. So that's just my concept. And then sometimes I just be feeling like shit. Maybe niggas be want to keep up with the guy. That ain't never us. You feel what I'm saying? We following our own rules on this bitch, but I don't. That's my concept on it. Sometimes we gotta use our, we gotta use us up here more, man. And postal shit. You know what I mean? We got my shit together. I don't need you. I don't give a fuck about getting a divorce. Yeah, but straight when the streets get attached, pull your ass down to the middle of the fucking ocean if you ain't careful. So that's my concept on it. Just be more smarter than anything. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's my take on it.
Fellas, we gotta keep our hands off our black women. All men in America and the world, we gotta keep our hand off women. But I'm speaking for my world. Black men, we gotta keep our hands off our women. And ladies, man, y'all need help, tap in with us in the inbox, man. We could probably get y'all a room or two for a day. Whatever y'all need, tap in with us. We against domestic violence. We don't stand for that. We don't go for that. And fellas, we gotta tighten up. Jump in the comments. Tell us how y'all feel about it, fellas, ladies. Jump in the comments. If you could build your woman, what would be? If you were to speak for a mass majority of men in America, black men in general, what would be your ideal woman? Like, what do you look in for a woman? What do you like? What's your ideal woman if you could build one?
Like a build a bitch.
Yeah, build a bitch. Build a bitch workshop. Workshop.
Yeah, man. Shit, I can damn near give you that, like, from scratch, for real. I think about that shit so much, shit, for real. We gonna keep it realistic as well. We ain't, bringing all that shit that ain't gonna never happen in, just keeping it, how the world works, you feel what I'm saying? let's say we had to put the pieces together, not necessarily building them from scratch, because we building the perfect vision. We have to take a little bit from this bitch, a little bit from that bitch, a little bit from that bitch. I would say like shit. She would probably be.
Okay, let me see. Let's start like this. Hold on. Let's start like this. Try to make it easier for you, right? Let's go on parts. Let's go body.
So realistically, I would say probably light skin. I'm a fan of the freckles and shit, so I would do that. Thick, you feel me? Not too thick. Probably like, I don't know, 5'2", about 1, or 1, I don't know, 140, 150, something like that.
I'm gonna give you the ways to go to make it easy. The mind. That's why I said it in the first place. Mind.
Of course I want somebody smart as hell.
All right. Heart.
She gotta be selfless.
Yeah, be what?
She gotta be selfless. She gotta love the world more than I do, because I got problems.
Okay. Okay. Dressing. Flamboyant. Conservative.
Honestly, bro, I'ma believe so much in my woman for real, bro, because I have to. You feel me? So really, I ain't gonna lie, bro. To start out, nah, you get a little overboard, and I gotta get at you. But just on a day to day, like whatever, like I'm with whatever she with. You feel what I'm saying? As long as I'm getting what I need out of her. So dressing wise, of course, maybe nobody want that bitch out here in bikinis on a motherfucking day. As long as you got some sense about your shit, I ain't tripping on the dressing shit.
Okay. Social media or no social media, or little to no social media if she is on social media.
Unless she marketing, unless she building a brand or something like that, I would definitely say little to no social media.
Okay. Now I want to back up a little bit. Do you feel like flamboyantness is becoming a problem?
Nah, bro, the problem ain't how they dress it, it's they mental fucked up already. So that's just, maggots turn into flies, you feel me? It's just a step. It's just you morphing. That's all you doing, is you morphing for real. So it don't start there. So yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't agree with that.
Okay. I mean, that was pretty complete. Oh no, well, kids.
No, if I had it my way, no kids.
Okay. Well, what would be the minimum and then a maximum for you?
Shit, the minimum would be 2, but it would have to be with the same nigga.
Okay, fair. That gonna be my next question. Would you just answer both of them? Okay. I feel like it was one more. I think that's probably, I can't think of the other one right now. Yeah, that was about it. That was it. I mean, for me, my shit pretty simple, right? Like, take me, a couple years ago, everything that doesn't matter would have mattered, right? When I say looks, body, pretty much the main thing niggas look.
You giving me your list? You giving us your list from a couple years ago, or I ain't hear you?
No, but you gonna see the relevance in a minute, right? A couple years ago would have been body looks, right? Year to day, of course, nobody want nothing but ugly. Everybody wants somebody that's at least appealing to them.
Right. Let's just be realistic with ourselves.
Right. But you ain't gotta be the baddest bitch. You don't gotta have the baddest body, right? For me, it's all about your mind and your spirit, right? I'd take a 5 or a 6. Okay body, but if she got that hustling mentality, she got a good heart, bro, I'ma love you to death, and I'm gonna be on the front line with you every time, bro. Nevertheless, get this bag together. Let's go reconstruct. It's just that simple. We can go get you a body. Well, you go get your features fixed. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want. Not doing it for me and nobody else. That's what you want. So mine's just a simple, but what I'm looking for, what I would be looking for, it'll be your hustle and your heart, man. That shit means everything to me, man. You know? And my shit, that's it. That's it. And cause you can't be butt ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to cry you beautiful, so you hear me? Like, other than that, nigga, that's it for real. That's it for real. That's it for real. That's it for real.
That was from the ground up. I don't know, like if I had to put some, I don't know that I would want to have to put something in your body. That's another story for another day, but you know, I would love my woman to be just all natural for real. But I mean, that's not a bad list at all. If you just have to work with, say you only get two things or three things, I would, yeah, fucking with that heavy. Or from the ground up. Yeah, and these days I'm big on that, cause like being natural and being conscious of a lot of things. That's actually one thing. I just thought about it, but that's actually one thing that I look forward. Like getting older, I'm looking forward. Your heart, right? Your heart is probably number one, right? And then and I don't know if that go hand in hand, but it's kind of like I need my woman to be conscious of shit that I know I just don't have. Cause I done bumped into a few women. They wasn't the ideal choice, but I've been running into a lot of women that's conscious of a lot of shit that just naturally don't click with me. You know what I mean? And that's another way, that these women can make men be better men by shit like that. Niggas ain't like, coming from where we come from, we got enough to worry about. We put things together, brainstorm and build the shit. You know what I mean? Politicking with the right people. You feel what I'm saying? So like health and shit like that, and giving back on the holidays and shit like that. Like that's the kind of shit that I would look to my woman for, because I don't that shit is important. You feel what I'm saying? So as I'm getting older, that's becoming more and more important to me, is
the selfless. You said that though.
Yeah, I did say that. I did. I don't think I was thinking of those things at that time. But yeah, you can get really, really, really far with me with the selfless shit and the in your heart and shit like that. Like that's a woman's. That's got to be in a woman's nature. If you ain't thinking along those lines, you and your male energy too much.
Oh, good point. That's the next point. What's your take on the overly masculine? Man, first let me start off right. Overly masculine women is going to be the topic, right? But then we kind of got to say these overly feminine men at the same time. To be fair, right?
You know, bro. It didn't dawn on me until recently. I remember I used to always ask you, like, bro, why do women be saying these niggas? Then you get to watching these podcasts, you be like, man, these niggas, I see what they talking about. But
yeah.
Right.
All these niggas do is talk about any, many, money, mother.
Niggas
jump online just to gossip. Like, the shit is weird, right? I know it's gonna be a lot of little, these niggas doing the same thing, but no, we talking about real life. Everything we talking about is real issue within our community and every other community. You know what I'm saying? So we trying to give advice. We trying to change the world in a sense. You know what I'm saying? We trying to change people's minds in a sense. We're not perfect by far. We are not perfect. We got hella flaws. You feel me? But back to the point, over masculine women and over feminine men. But it's kind of like, they both feed off each other, right? Because these women are allowing these men to be this way because they date these niggas. It's no way you should be out with a nigga with a purse like you, bro. It's no way you should be waking up next to a nigga wearing a fucking bonnet, bro. I mean, y'all okay in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all okay in this shit. And man, it's no way where your woman should be head of household, bro. It's no way where your girl should be getting up every day for work and you're not, bro. You know what I mean?
Unless you'd have done it for, unless you'd have done it for her, and that goes just hand to hand and having a partner in life, because nobody
That's
does it.
circumstantial though. That's circumstantial though.
Oh, you just saying off the bubble? Okay, I see what you're saying.
Right, off the bubble, right? Most of these situations, it ain't where, you know, women get with these men when they here, and then for whatever reason, life just bring them here. We're not talking about those type of women, right? We talking about women that are choosing these men that just don't qualify to date them besides, you know, the woman personal reason, no matter how a nigga look or how the nigga might fuck me or whatever the situation may be why these women choose these type of niggas, you know what I'm saying? But then on the back end, we gotta deal with that shit, right? Cause y'all done burnt these niggas out. Now we gotta come and try to fix how fucked up y'all are. We gotta deal with that shit, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want no nigga. You feel me? Like that's not what the fuck I want. You know what I'm saying? So all that masculine energy, you can keep it over there, bro. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Man,
You got enough masculine energy for the both of us.
you're right. You got enough masculinity for the both of them. You know, I'm a reference gays right now, right? That's why, like, bro, you never see two masculine gay niggas, right? You never see two masculine females together, bro. Cause masculine people does not mix in a relationship, bro. When you got gay niggas, it's the gay nigga, and then it's the nigga that's the bitch, right? And then when you got female, it's the gay bitch, and then it's the dyke bitch. You know what I'm saying, bro? So it's like two masculine people does not mix, bro. You know what I'm saying? You would never mix with me being masculine. And I'm not the type of nigga where I gotta be like, if
I mean, let's take your fuck out of it.
Right, especially not at the crib, bro. If I gotta be like that at the crib, where it's for to be my peace, I'm out of here, bro. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. What's your outlook on that?
I would say, bro, a lot of this shit start from upbringing and we grown, but and I used to say this shit, man, bro. I used to argue niggas down about this shit, like, man, he'd be like, man, it's going a certain way, it's not about this slap, like, man, I don't want to hear that shit, man. At the end of the day, we all got choices, bro, and you just chose to, you know, live your life this way, but it's a lot of Jodies out here, dog. There's a lot of Jodies, and I don't know what to call these immature women, you feel what I'm saying, but there's a lot of Jodies out here, you feel what I'm saying, and you think that's just a movie? No, niggas are really built like that, bro. Like, niggas really, they really don't know how, they don't even know that that, or they don't even know that they coming that, because niggas gets just praising them and shit like that. But what go on a lot, you know, in our hood, and where, you know, where we from and shit like that, what we see a lot of is women coming, these little girls coming up, you know, and what a lot of niggas don't understand is that I'm starting to realize that women are constructed to seek male, these little girls out here are constructed to seek male validation at all times. So you think like, oh, it's been 10 years, you ain't missing too much. Like, you can say that to an extent, but you understand in 10 years, 365 days, a lot of motherfucking days, a lot of motherfucking hours. You feel what I'm saying? These girls are seeing certain things and seeing how they mama moving and treating these needs, treating their mama. And then they everybody 10 years old, they got a pretty good idea of what makes them happy. So, you know, and you ain't there, you still ain't there, you feel what I'm saying? And these women they grow up to be very beautiful women, and they whatever read they, you know, they might have a good hustle on them, or they might be smart, you know what I mean? So they, you know, land a good job, you know what I mean? Women are better students than men, not to say that they smarter, but they better students than men. So, you end up rounding out being an attractive woman, and you got a career going on. So now you, how can you say that shit? Now you like the catapulted for real. Your mentality is fucked up. You don't know what to do with a real man. You just know that yeah, this niggas was dropping off a bunch of money to your mama, and he was putting his hands on her and things like that. So now you think that that's what that is. So you see women, you be like, damn, she pretty. You feel what I'm saying? She got a good job. Why she with that nigga? But that's the type of man that she used to seeing. Whoever raised her, auntie, grandma, mama, that's the norm. That's the norm. So it's like, oh, he must be beating on me cause he love me. But this nigga ain't beating on me and he got a career. But that ain't real love cause real love is ugly. A lot of women, in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is a lot of these women think that real love is ugly. If it's not ugly, if you're not calling me out on my name, if you're not treating me bad, he give me gifts here and there, that's a real man. He really love me. Like, I know I be tripping, I know this and that, but he do this sometimes, he do this sometimes. So they get the bumping, and the other niggas that you fella realize that this is a well-rounded man. You don't know where he come from. He might grew up right next door to you, in a sense. But you think that because he ain't carrying himself like the other nigga, you think that he a weak man. No, just a very intelligent man. He just well-rounded and don't need to do all that shit to prove to you. He don't need to do all that shit. He don't need to take his frustrations out on you. A real man don't take his frustrations out on a woman, especially a woman that don't deserve that shit. You feel what I'm saying? You gonna put that shit on your back. You gonna put that shit on your back, and you gonna thug it out. You go, especially if you got a good woman, you like, what you talking about, bro? But it's a term for that, for real. It's called Stockholm syndrome. You feel what I'm saying? You can look it up. Stockholm syndrome is when you fall in love with your abuser. You feel what I'm saying? And you were mentally abused, even if that man wasn't hitting on you. You was already, before the game started for you already traumatized, mentally abused because of what it is that you saw your peoples go through, and your cousins and your sisters, and your friends and your friends' sisters and shit like that. It's normal. This is what they do. So now you in your 40s, 4 or 5 kids, trying to have that family dynamic, but not realizing you building it off the wrong shit. Nobody ever told you this ain't what. Nobody was ever there to tell you this ain't what you want. Your mom getting her ass beat, she ain't gonna never tell you like, yeah, don't let no man do that to you. Come on, she don't know no fucking better. So yeah, it's a lot of these women just fall in love with their abuse. They already in love with their abuser before they even grow to beat before they beat them. Now you nigga bashing and shit, but not really realizing it ain't your fault. You need to heal, so
Jump in the comments.
You gotta be there for your peoples too, man. Like, and I had to kind of do that shit for, my own family. Like, protect my, the females in my family and shit like that from shit that they thought they wanted and shit. But a lot of times they go back to that situation. But, you can't never stop loving on your people. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, it starts with the man, though, bro. It starts with the man, bro. Like, niggas ain't not for the job, man. Niggas ain't not for the job. And these women left to deal with
everything. Plus what you damage. Plus what we damage. Yeah. Jump in the comments. Fellas, we got to get back in our masculine bag. And one more thing, man. Man, y'all got to leave these fucking nose rings alone, bro. Like, that shit just ridiculous, bro. These purses, nose rings, these bondage. I'm sick of seeing you niggas in bondage, bro, with purses. Man, come on, bro. With no...
Well, depending on who the person is, oh, it's swag. Like, Chris Brown got a nose ring, but niggas don't really look at Chris Brown like that because he like a sex symbol and shit. But then you will see a nigga on the street who ain't really got money like that, who ain't really got a aura about himself, but so he gay. Like, at the end of the day, stop these double standards, bro, because the thing is just getting confused as to what they should be doing. Me personally, bro, if you playing it like that, you playing it crazy. Like, I feel this type of way, comment on niggas' sexuality or whatever, but that shit comes off zesty as fuck, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. I don't think that shit cool for nan nigga. Like, that shit's crazy.
But go back to what I say, bro. Remember what I said, and I said it a lot. Behind closed doors, I think bitches rather
A
have
lot of this shit is,
sisters, bro, sisters, than mans, bro. I'm telling you.
bro, we done agreed. We done agreed on this shit a million times, bro. I had been thinking about this shit, and we end up talking about it. I'm like, yeah, bro, because I done heard some things, about some things like, why you getting mad because I don't like that? Like, I done had women get mad at me because I didn't like certain shit, and I'm like,
Yeah, for sure.
like real life, like you got a real problem with me, like. Yeah, it blew me. It blew the shit. It blew me.
So,
Bro, that's scary, my
Sure you out. He was a good.
bro. And I done had, bro, cause it wasn't even a try to, because it was like, oh, you mad? Well, I really don't know what to tell you about that. Like, that's how it was. Never a thought outside of it. It was just like, oh, okay, this is different, and I didn't need. I used to truck with, used to tell me like hit towards certain shit. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? But I don't, I'm trying to get off the subject. You know what I mean? Before you like, man, so that shit go real weird. But you feel me? Like, you my man, so listen, get off that. You know what I mean? Whatever you do, keep that. You know what I mean? But no, I ain't know.
Yeah,
That motherfucker. I had a motherfucker hang up on me, bro. Like, literally, like, they didn't want to kick my door in, because, like, that's crazy. Like, how, bro? Like, but everything what we saying, I don't know if you fellas the mental, everything what we saying, bro, is the truth. Like, don't believe all of what you see.
All right, well, we gonna close out with this. Jump in the comments.
Like, share. Hit us your like, subscribe, like, share, subscribe.
And jump in. Y'all got any situations, men and women, that y'all need help with? Jump in the inbox, and we'll bring it up on the
Run it down.
Help you out, whatever it's going to be.
We got solo sessions coming soon, small group sessions. You feel what I'm saying? So, you got it. You got any questions, comments, reservations about anything? Tap in.
Yep. All right, man. Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year, y'all.
Stay safe.